Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Mazia here, and today I wanted to talk to you guys. I wanted to make a little bit of a discussion over this one statement that a Disney rep or a Disney producer from Disney Interactive actually made this statement that Kingdom Hearts, in a sense, Kingdom Hearts in general belongs to Disney. This is how he put it out there to be interpreted. He says basically that there's a lot of confusion around the community as to who really owns Kingdom Hearts. It's Disney. So in a sense, he's saying that everything Kingdom Hearts belongs to Disney. But today I wanted to talk to you guys and get you guys' thoughts on this whole situation. Now let me go ahead and say this in advance, because I do know that a lot of people try and act like just because you don't think that everything Kingdom Hearts, such as the characters like Sora, Riku, Kairi, belongs to Disney, people for some reason think that you're in denial about this elusive fact that Kingdom Hearts as a whole belongs to Disney. So I just wanted to say that this is not about me being in denial or anything like that. I just wanted to actually talk to you guys about it and kind of put my thoughts out there on the table and actually try and invoke and influence you guys to actually give me what your perception of this whole contractual idea and what's going to be happening for the future of Kingdom Hearts, and how I feel that if this is true, if this is 100% fact that Disney does own everything Kingdom Hearts, how does it affect the series? So I wanted to talk about this from first the standpoint of me believing that this does not, like Sora and them, does not belong to Disney. Like the full lore of Kingdom Hearts itself does not belong to Disney. I wanted to talk about that. Now, of course, as we know, Tetsuya Nomura a long time ago actually made the statement, I believe somewhere around 2005, that a lot of the Kingdom Hearts content, or a lot of the Kingdom Hearts production or the game, actually belongs to Disney. Now, this is a very elusive statement. Why? Because Kingdom Hearts utilizes Disney worlds for almost every single piece of the story. Every single piece of the story has some influence of Disney put into it, such as Pete and Maleficent being villains, such as, of course, the worlds that you go to and interact with the characters. That all belongs to Disney. If Kingdom Hearts had to be, kind of split between Disney and Square Enix, and they took the Sora and the lore that they built have from Disney, and of course Disney took away the rights in their use of their IPs or their intellectual properties, Kingdom Hearts could not be sold, or Kingdom Hearts could not be re-released, repackaged, HD'd, nothing like that. None of the existing Kingdom Hearts games could ever be remade or remastered again, because of course it wouldn't be Kingdom Hearts without Sora in them, and it wouldn't be Kingdom Hearts without the Disney characters. So in a sense, what he said about, Disney owning most of the Kingdom Hearts property is true, and it can still be true without basically saying that Kingdom Hearts itself, such as the series, as Sora, Riku, Kairi, Roxas, Xehanort, Xemnas, that doesn't necessarily mean that these characters would also belong to Disney by making this statement. But this is one of the key statements a lot of people use when they try to talk about whether or not does Kingdom Hearts belong to Disney or Square Enix. Now, of course, we also have the whole release of the story of how Kingdom Hearts came to be, to where Shinji Hashimoto, if I'm not mistaken, actually met with a Disney guy inside of an elevator, and they discussed the whole idea of bringing a game with the Square Enix storytelling. Keep that in mind, keep the storytelling part in mind, and Disney IPs, and how child friendly and stuff, and the audience that Disney tries to capture with its IPs. Of course, that also went into effect, and that's how Kingdom Hearts came to be. Now, remember how I told you to keep hold of the idea of them utilizing Square Enix's storytelling? Well, every single original character inside of Kingdom Hearts was actually conceived and I shouldn't say conceived, but actually was created from the ideas and from the mind of Tetsuya Nomura. Who does Tetsuya Nomura work with? Square Enix. So Square Enix would kind of have property rights to Sora in them, because of course it's someone from their camp that came up with Sora himself. And once again, going into the statement that Tetsuya Nomura made, if we take that and apply that to the games, Disney would still own like necessarily 90% of every Kingdom Hearts game released to date. In every Kingdom Hearts game, there is more than likely only 2 to 3 worlds that is dedicated to the Kingdom Hearts lore. This would generally be Twilight Town, Traverse Town, and the world that never was. So, of course, they would still own pretty much all of the property, even if, of course, they had to split ways. Kingdom Hearts would more so go to Disney. Now, about the statement that was made by the guy at the D23 conference, I believe after Anaheim, he said that Kingdom Hearts belonged to Disney. Now, of course, what I'm gonna say about this statement is that this also could be misinterpreted. Of course, like how I said, Disney would still own a lot of Kingdom Hearts, and Kingdom Hearts can never be resold, repackaged, re-HD, remade, or nothing like that without becoming its own thing if Disney decided to pull out of the contract and pull out of the deal with Square Enix. But I do believe that Sora, Riku, and Kairi, of course, all of the original characters made from Tetsuya Nomura himself, would still belong to Square Enix. And if you need evidence of this, you can look at kind of what happened with Mario RPG. I'm not a Mario fan, but one of the characters from that game, I believe the villain that they made that Square Enix themselves made, they actually have the rights to that villain inside of the Mario series. And for that same reason, I believe that Nintendo can't do nothing with the RPG series. Of course, going back to those originals, remake those in HDs, put that on the Wii U, put that on the Wii. They can never do those things because, of course, Square Enix would have to be involved in that. And that would mean that they would probably have to go through another deal with Square Enix to actually be able to get Mario RPG into anything. Because, of course, with these type of deals, and I know a lot of people believe that with these deals, whoever actually comes up with the idea is who will own the rights, meaning that if Disney brought the idea to Square Enix or Shinji Hashimoto, then Disney would rightfully own Kingdom Hearts. But I don't believe that that is necessarily the case. I believe what really went down was, of course, Disney is very protective of their IPs, and they had it set up in the contract to where, of course, since Sora works with Donald and Goofy through majority of the main series titles, the game utilizes majority of Disney IPs. It barely has any of its own original content outside of, once again, Traverse Town, Twilight Town, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know how the hell I forgot already. The Keyblade Graveyard, I forgot about that one as well. And then, of course, the world that never was. Outside of those different, and Hollow Bastion. Outside of those different worlds, of course, there is really not a lot of Kingdom Hearts lore and Kingdom Hearts originality inside of Kingdom Hearts games. So if shit had to hit the fan today, Disney may still be able to, take the rights from Square Enix of these few Kingdom Hearts, of these 8 Kingdom Hearts games that we have already. But as the future goes, as the future progresses and Kingdom Hearts gets a lot bigger, I'm sorry guys, for some reason I keep on feeling like I'm breathing in smoke into my mouth, and that's why I'm kind of fucking up, but my bad guys. When Disney, as we go forward, I feel like Kingdom Hearts will definitely distinct itself enough, or, kind of have its own lore built inside of it enough to where Disney and Kingdom Hearts is kind of like, a separate thing. We'll finally get that feeling of Kingdom Hearts being its own thing rather than being this Disney thing. And I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that because of how much Kingdom Hearts is expanding, the Keyblade War and things like that. Kingdom Hearts, it's about time that Kingdom Hearts definitely does prioritize or try and balance out how many worlds we go to that's actually Disney worlds and how many worlds we go to that's actually going to be effective into the Kingdom Hearts actual lore itself. But let me know what you guys think about this whole discussion. I know it was kind of long and I kind of got redundant and I started to repeat myself a couple times, but I just wanted to drill it into you guys' heads that, of course, once again, Tetsuya Nomura said most of the Kingdom Hearts IP does belong to Disney, but if they own anything from Kingdom Hearts, that would mean that they would have to own not only the Final Fantasy characters, because that wouldn't necessarily fit. Obviously, they hold the rights to Final Fantasy, so that wouldn't fit into this whole statement I mean, it could fit, but that wouldn't fit into the statement of necessarily trying to say exactly what he was trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't fit the purpose of what he's saying. Oh, Disney owns most of the IP. Well, of course, we know you own Final Fantasy, so that would mean that they must own any original conceptual ideas that Tetsuya Nomura himself has done, which would be the original characters inside of the Kingdom Hearts story. But once again, let me know what you guys think. This has been your boy Mazia. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. Let's try to hit 10 likes on this video, baby. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section below. This has been your boy Mazia. Don't forget to do a little A-class gaming, and everything you do, don't forget to keep it A-class. And I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace the heck out.